Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 6 of my playthrough of the parenting predicament scenario. And if you are returning, welcome back. And it is one of my made-up holidays, Winterfest prep, just so that I can, we'll get the tree and prepare for that. But one of the things I have is baking, which made me go, oh, I should see if we have the baking book, and if we don't, let's see if we can buy it, which we can't because we can only get the third one, so we're gonna have to buy it through the bookshelf. I meant buy it through when you get your groceries, because you can sometimes get some of these books. But we have, you can see, we're not going to pay for it because we have free services, but it's a pretty expensive cart. There is a dragon fruit. We don't really need it, but there's a golden egg and an obsidian egg and a rainbow egg and an orange egg. So it has a lot of really good things, and I've bought some other stuff too. So we're going to make that order. And so the tasks I have put here are baking, which cooking will count as long as you cook baked goods. Just because baking is a get to work skill, and so seasons has to stand alone, and it will incorporate baking, but it also just counts for anything, just baking really. Decorating, gardening, that's so that I remember to take all of our fall plants and put them in the sheltered area before it turns into winter. Be thankful, something I always like to do, easy way to make friends, boost the relationships, and I just added open presents because I didn't want the kids to be energized before the holiday. So he's just energized from this friend's 2 cents. He's playing keyboard commander to try and get that aspiration done. And so they're both playing keyboard commander to try and get that high score in the typing game to hopefully get that finished. And I don't think I've actually got the tree yet. I think we already got a grow fruit. Avocado, yeah, we've already planted it. So we got another grow fruit, which is good, but we don't need it specifically because we already have it. Did you place that order? No one. Maybe, but nobody's come yet, which is what I was also looking to see. And why don't you come here? And you can't do anything. Can you come do anything? No, we've already obviously looked for seeds. And there is... and he has a fear of unfulfilled dreams, so he needs to listen to electronica music. So let's change that. Or turn it on so that it's on electronica. And then we can, I don't know what you were watching, nothing important. Listen to electronica, and then you can come here and accept that delivery so that we can open it up, and then I will just buy the baking book. Like I said, you don't have to bake. I just kind of would like her to bake, but I also want to try and avoid a fire. We have 2 already. Now we'll have 3. So we accepted that. And we haven't introduced ourselves, I don't think. I'm just pausing to make sure. Friendly. We don't have a club gathering going. Let's get that going. And just checking. We obviously have the popular club, and we don't need incredibly friendly. We have it, but we don't need it because we're on this home, the type of lot that we have. That's what I was thinking. But I think I've already got her. I think she's already... So she just needs to get her charisma up is what she needs to do. So we're going to go back onto leader of the pack. And we're going to... Did you get that whim? You did. So now what you need to do is... Why don't you do a cheerful introduction? And here you should try... and discuss fears? Why is that not showing? I guess we'll go actually hunting for it instead of... Not... I guess there it is. It is where it should be alphabetically. They don't... Some they put, outside of that, but that's not one that they do that with. So let's stop listening to the music. You already completed that whim. Oh, good. You got a great reputation. That's always good. So we're going to come over here. And how about you guys? You still need your high score. He got his high score. So he's got that done. He's got the creativity done. And the social, he probably just needs to get his social skill up. And the mental we're stuck on because, well, he could make the potions. Oh, we don't have the table. We don't have the table. Let me see, what else don't we have? We don't have the thing for the empathy, and we don't have the tree. So let me go quickly get we may get it as a present, but I'm just going to get it so he can work on it. So that he can get everything done, and then we can hopefully get on to like the calling the family to the meal and getting the next part. But let me get the tree, the table, and the empathy doll. But first, let's actually sell. We're going to sell everything that came in here because obviously I left the game with the stuff because sometimes it's just too awkward to have to plant it, to harvest it before I go out, or maybe we traveled somewhere, I don't know. So we're going to have lots of money now from selling the seeds in particular, but even the items that go into the inventory, you make a lot, they get marked up. So, but I don't care. I'm not taking it out because it's like a game issue that I can't be bothered dealing with. So we're going to take the benefit. I don't purposely let it go in, just that sometimes it happens. And yeah, so I'm just going to speed through this. So you'll see that we made a lot of money. You can see from what was selling, those seeds were very valuable, plus the stuff that we had in our inventory. Then I bought the tree and the science table and the empathy kit, the little teddy bear. Though, of course, you can make it with like just dolls. So now we're back to just go on and live normal speed. So did you do that introduction? You did. This did not count as another location. Not really that surprising. But you know, why don't you come over here and collect that? And then why don't you come and I'm gonna cheat these all back because they should not be doing that. Yeah. So the whole point was that they didn't do that because I was going to put them inside. It's still fall, so they should still be fully set. It'd be so nice if they fix this issue. It's a bit frustrating to have to do this with so many plants all the time. No difference really between using mature and using... He never did discuss... Is that discussing fears? No, I told you to go discuss your fears, and you completed your want. Hopefully you can still do it. Really want you to get rid of that fear. Yes, you can. Good. And then you know what? Oh, seriously. Bad enough I gotta go all the way through to find it. These fears are annoying. I preferred the whims. Give me a whim for a beehive any day. Over this. Or once you got the beehive, then they would ask you to bond with bees or collect honey or whatever. But you know what? I way prefer that. Plus you could dismiss them. Oh, I just prefer them so much. And looks like they're gone. Ugh, they're so annoying. Anyways. On with doing rallying the troops. Club gatherings, rally the troops. And did you get your high score at least? You did. So now you're just working on your motor skill. And you actually don't need to do that anymore. You should come out here and create your potions. You can do an emotion and a health and an emotion just because you need to do 5 for the scout badge. And what do we have? I figured we must have some things to collect and that we hadn't collected anything because I noticed when I was doing the purchases that the book was locked. I'm like, I'm sure they've earned enough badges that they should be at a high enough level that shouldn't be a thing. We're going to stop playing this. And you know what? I'll have them knit because knitting helps with the motor and emotional control. She needs, not so much, she needs empathy, big time, and conflict resolution her parents have to work on. So let's see what didn't go in. All right, I can't do any. What is this? This is Herbal Sage Kombucha. So we're going to send that in. We're going to check for Winterfest prep gifts. And then we're going to send some thank you cards. I just sent that one. Now I'm going to kind of look. You only need to send one. I just like to send more than one. We'll send 3. That'll be good. And I'm going to put her back over onto, we're not really doing anything with that, and it's possible I might get her to write, but right now we're going to focus on this. I think she already got her reading done for the knowledge. I don't know. Nope, she hasn't actually got it done. So why don't you come and read the baking book since you haven't got it done? And you can then bake as opposed to cook for this tradition here. So, because you haven't really done anything, you should come here and you should put up decorations. And now that you've done that, why don't you rummage, see what we get for Christmas decorations, and then you should come take a shower over here. And you should be done a lot of these things. I guess you haven't opened up. And the decorating, I mean, I know I'm going to have them do that. No, you need to garden. Which brings me back to, that's where all the things were. And this I just planted. I know that. I'm not going to make it. I'm only growing things that I think should be grown, and it's hard to keep track of which ones of these should be, but most of them should be for sure. So, and then this is, let me look. Yeah, I'm going to assume this should be 2, but I'm going to leave the last one and maybe we just planted it. It's a no, we have another raspberry because we definitely had a raspberry bush. So I think they all need to be done. Oh, he wants to enthuse about the outdoors. Not that I really need to pin it. So you are doing some reading, and then you should probably actually check for Winterfest prep gifts, and you should send some thank you cards also, so that you can get those easy things done. And again, I'll just do 3 just because I want to, not because we have to. 1 is enough. There. And, well, honestly, dancing should help you with your motor skill, and it should help you with your Keep Fit badge. Collect badge. You have Give Back, Young Scientist, Good Deeds, and Keep Fit, which I had already just said. So you could come here and I could say you can knit. You know what? Why don't you come? I'm going to just get them to do the tree, and I'll be back when something is happening. It is later. The kids went to Scouts because they still have to go to Scouts. It doesn't matter. That is a holiday. But we got this phone call. I think it's pretty funny because I've been having this happen a lot in my game. Some Sims, right? I had an acquaintance over and they just suddenly started raiding my fridge for food. They didn't even ask. It's so rude. I have it happen all the time. So I'm going to agree with her. I feel a bit better. At least there's one Sim in the world who really gets me. Yeah, it is. So I've had her bake. So she's got that done. So the only thing we have left to do... There we go. Coming and helping himself to food. Oh, it's just too funny. Anyways, he's reading the baking book so that he hopefully doesn't start a fire. But I think we're gonna. Where did? Oh, she's having a shower. I was gonna say we need to teach Sophia some conflict resolution. But we'll wait for her to have her shower, and we'll check pockets for seeds. And I've already swapped and put everything fall inside. Did we harvest everything? It looks like it's just the way it is. It just looks like, oh, we have some bugs. So, oh, you got something. Did you get something good? Okay. Where's our winter things? Those are winter, but it's full. Is this winter too? Yes, it's with our lovely orchids. Yes, we really appreciate those orchids. Big time. Although it looks like it's already full. Okay, do we already have one of those? Okay, is it this Christmas rose bush? So no, we don't have a snowdrop planted yet. And Patchy hasn't come off. Where are you going? how are your needs? Kind of have to go to the bathroom. You could come and eat one of these if you wanted. And how about you? You kind of have to go to the bathroom too. You should go bathroom. Did you do friendly introduction? Nope, you can do friendly introduction just to get your manners up. Then maybe your dad can encourage that. Where are your manners? Oh, they're non-existent. So is your emotional control is negative. Okay, so you need to... Are you going to the bathroom now? Yeah, okay, well, I guess we won't. We'll just have to teach him, please, and thank you. And I'm just looking at... The main thing I want to do is help them with their, conflict resolution, primarily, and then just a little bit with some of the other ones, but mainly the conflict resolution. Did you get... He doesn't actually need to read for reading's sake, because he's already got that. He needs his... Okay, no. You need to get your baking up to level 3 before I let you bake anything. Because your cooking's actually not very good. You probably should get your cooking up a little bit, too. Not just your baking. So maybe we'll have you cook. Maybe I'll just... No, I can't have them cook anything that's considered baking, because that still uses a stove. And I don't let them use a stove until they're level 3 of cooking. So we're gonna go here and do a fruit salad. We'll do or maybe not. Yeah, you're only level 2, so we'll do a fruit salad. We'll do party size. And let's check whether we need to add cooking as we already have cooking, so I don't need to do anything with that. And are you finished with what you were doing? Oh, you're giving a hug. Okay. Oh, very sweet. Very nice. So let's come here, and parenting, we can't encourage anything. We can teach please and thank you. So I will just do that while he's finishing learning the baking skill before he does his baking, and then I'll be back. I'm just going to be going through this. It is later. I haven't had him do any baking yet. I think he won't really need to. I might do it because he's learned all the skills. He's got his cooking up to level 5. His baking, I think, is level at least 3. But we're going to open some presents. I'm not putting presents under the tree. The tree's just decorated and ready to go for when it's Winterfest. Someone got... Oh, she got a barbecue. Someone got a $7,500 painting that we have in our inventory, and he got... I don't know, is that metal? Yep, it is. Common metal. Okay, is anyone else opening their presents? You're opening? And I'll put this away, of course, after it's... And she has done her potions, so has he. I had him give his... That's a kind of completely useless gift. Unless we have a toddler. Which I think someone maybe has a whim to have a baby, try for a baby. And we got a Let There Be Light laser show. Which I think comes with the... either if you got the Digital Deluxe version of the game, or you got the upgrade to make it Digital Deluxe, which is what I did. I just got the basic version, and then when the Digital Deluxe was on the sale, I got it. So, she just got the charisma skill. Really, seriously. Like, she's been talking to people, and she just got it. Okay, makes really no sense. Okay, so we're going to put that into there. Like, the mom just got it. That's what makes no sense. All right. So we need to get him to produce a track because his tracks are all poor. And then I have a dragon fruit seltzer on. Though we're making so much money from our gnomes, though. Oh, he got his socially gifted. So he's got all of his 3. He's got 3 that he can get done because the mental... No, yeah, because the mental's the one he can't get done, but he has the other ones done. We'll put him over onto mental, because that's the only one that I don't know that he'll get. I don't remember the exact order of how things work. So, yeah. And I need to get... His emotional control is really bad. So why don't you do some knitting? Why don't you knit some animal clothing for the chickens? You can knit that. And then your mom can help your sister learn her sorry, because she's really low on that. So there's her barbecue that she got. And You got these, like I said, these nesting things, which are useless. But I'm gonna get them to work on their character values a little bit, which I'm sure you've seen. You just teach sorry, then you try and encourage it. You teach please and thank you. You try and encourage it. So I'm gonna do that, and once I have them, probably I'm hoping for them to be positive, at least the conflict resolution, because that's harder to work on as a teen. Then I'm gonna call the family to the table to eat. That we can move on to the next stage. But I'm gonna go take that all offline unless something happens that I'll be back with. It is later. We have more money. Jennifer got a promotion. We got our royalties. I think they were $1,600. We got some money from the fizzing people. And primarily we worked with the kids to get their conflict resolution and manners up. Though when I sent Jennifer to work, there was only Pablo there. So at that point, I had Leonardo do some knitting, which is why his knitting skills are going up, to help him with his emotional control. And also, he doesn't need the motor, so, and obviously gives him some knitting skill, but that's it. And she had a bad pop-up about, not making money because she's a freelance and not getting paid. And so she's angry from that, from not paid from a work event. She is stressed because I did have her working hard. She is uncomfortable, sore from work, be at desk or manual labor. They can all lead to an aching back, but then she is confident from getting that promotion. And she had a fear for, being controlled. I did a want. Unfortunately, her wants now aren't as easy because she needs to mentor a child's homework, which isn't going to be as easy because they don't have homework to do. But volunteering actually is an easy one, so that's not a hard one for us to get to do. And so now she's home, and she can go back to the work of, teaching please and thank you and manner. So let's take a look at where the kids are, just because I have been working, his emotional control was worse, so it has made some progress, but that was just, like I said, I just did that when I didn't have time to work with them. So his conflict resolution wasn't as bad, but it's almost positive, and even his manners were pretty bad, and they're not as good as conflict resolution, but they're pretty good. So, and of course, the responsibility is not good at all. But that's fine. The main one, honestly, is the conflict resolution, because I find that harder to do as a team. So I would like that to be positive, and I just would like to work on some of the other ones while we're at it. I may as well pin that because it's actually an easy one to get. So she has done that. What are you? You brushed your teeth. Can we encourage that? Because that's good for responsibility. Yes. Oh, and throwing out trash. So that will help doubly with your responsibility. Not that that matters so much, but any little bit helps. It just means we don't have to work on it later. And I actually noticed when I had him knitting that it does very much show that the clothes are unlocked. I just completely wasn't looking for it, so I didn't notice it when they were knitting in the first place. So we are going to teach please, sorry, not please and thank you. So let's see where she is. So her conflict resolution is actually, it was negative, right? And now it is very much positive, not as high as her brother's, but hers was more negative. So she's made more progress with it, relatively speaking, from what I can recall, than he has. But I also did focus on the manners with him because his manners were negative. So, and they have high enough parenting skill that they can, once they finish, they can start again with the same thing, which when their parenting skill is lower, I think that's, oh, and she's clingy. I just noticed that. But, so I do have a normal lifespan on. Not that it matters, because they're going to age them up before, and I'll probably then switch it to long. I don't know. I probably will. Or maybe I'll just let them take some aging potions so they don't age up too quickly. The parents, I mean, because the teens are teens for quite a long time. So he got his done, and it looks like it even turned out wasn't bad. So it's a normal one. You can have a rug for your room. And so he's got everything. All he needs to do. Oh, he doesn't want to knit anymore. Let's see. He doesn't want to knit right now. He must have a moodlet. He's bored. No more knitting from Bored by Knitting. And neat knits from finishing and eating. Well, you can come out here and you can, you know what? You should do your garbage. I'll say you do your garbage, but right now you can just do a yoga routine and that will help you with your emotional control. Oh, also, oh look, there was a child here. She's leaving. Asked to hang out. Forget about this yoga routine. Go invite the child in. Go do that. So they have both maxed their... Oh, look at that. So I think maybe because of her... Because he is mean, it's maybe slower for us to get... I don't know. I'm speculating. I know there are traits have an impact. I don't know and remember the exact details. And obviously that's just positive. It wasn't like way positive. If I was to look, it's probably just over the line, which is not enough for me. I like it to be like all the way maxed. But we will give it a break and teach to say please and thank you, and then we'll go back. And I have him working hard, but he didn't get his task done before he went. Like he's only at 25% for the working out. So I almost kept him home, but then I realized he only had 2 vacation days left. So I was like, he was here till they went to scouts and they got home like around 4, and then she got home from work at 5. So there was only an hour that they were going to be here, and I just had them, work on other things. I had her take out her trash. So she now actually, which is why we were able to encourage her, being Sophia, so she can actually collect her good deeds badge because she's got that. And she can give back her potions she made, and then she'll get that, and all she'll have left is the Keep Fit badge, which once they become teens is very easy to do because you just can send them jogging. I find as children it's a bit more hit and miss. Like dancing can count, going on the monkey bars can count, but I don't find they consistently count. Some things are more. And I've also noticed with the fishing, completely unrelated, but for the outdoor adventure, I used to find that you'd have to start, stop to get it to count, but it seems like it's doing it on its own now. But that might be because I often have fishing as a club activity and the Sims start and stop on their own because they're like, oh, they can't fish, and then they start again. I haven't really paid that close attention, so you'll have to let me know if you use fishing for getting the outdoor adventurer badge for your Sim children or teens for that matter, if you've noticed that fishing longer time helps, or whether they need to still start and stop, and it's just because mine may be just starting and stopping on their own. So she does work tomorrow, but you know what, that's not... She just got a promotion. It's not a big deal if she doesn't get her books done. Right now, our focus... Okay, we're going to do another teach to say sorry. And I'm just waiting for... I'm going to say I want to get this call the family to meal. But I think that this is not getting quite as quickly... We're not quite as far as I was hoping. So I think I'm gonna just play a little bit more to get them to the point, and hopefully at the beginning of the next part, we will get that and get on to the next stage of this. But that's gonna be it for this part. Likes and comments are always appreciated, and they really help with the algorithms. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!